Good morning, Samwise. Today we're making beef bourguignon, except we're not using beef. We're using a deer shoulder. This is from the buck that I killed this year. So right now, all I'm doing is cubing the meat because it comes out in a nice stew. Usually we use like some kind of like a big ass beef chuck steak or some chuck roast, and you get like nice, beautiful, like perfectly cubed pieces. But this is just a shoulder. So, you know, work with what you got. They're coming out fairly nice and cubed, but, you know, they're going to be a regular sized bucket. You know, I really love cutting up partially frozen meat. It cuts so nice. It's just like, and it's like not really frozen, so it'll thaw out really quickly here to room temperature because I'm cutting it into smaller chunks. So, no worries there. But it just comes out like such clean cuts.
Are you still making a video?
I am making a video. Don't tell me how to interact with my friends. I don't know if you heard a squawking wife over there, but she's back over there attempting to tell me how to live my life, even though I told her not to. She's gonna do it anyway. That's how women are anyway, you know that. All women. Elena will be like that one day too. Angelica's already threatening me to be kicked out of your house. So that's the power that they have.
Well, if you keep mentioning Elena, don't bring kids into this mess.
I won't bring kids into this mess. I'm getting in trouble already. And I need her. She's my sous chef today. She was supposed to be the chef, but as you can see, she's just being like...
I was eating breakfast, having coffee. Okay.
This is a fucking 6 or 8 hour cook. And we need this shit done because I got Shannon Muston coming over and I can't let him go hungry. I might have to cook a separate lunch today too.
Just order some food and then we'll have this.
So I got my meat. Dude, it's a little irregular, but you know what? That's okay. It's an irregular piece of meat. A deer shoulder is like way smaller than a chuck roast on a cow. And so you don't really get those nice, perfect, beautiful 1-inch cubes. I'm just gonna salt the shit out of this, and this is a slow cook thing. Beef bourguignon is basically, you just make that shit in wine. You like slow cook it with like, instead of using some kind of broth, you just use wine. And there's bacon in there and onions and whatever the hell, but you know, essentially you're just putting meat in wine. Comes out pretty damn good. You should try it if you never tried it before. But you know, take a look at these deer cuts. I mean, I love cubing up partially frozen meats. They come out like so cute.
So cute.
They do come out cute. Just look at these cut cubes.
You're using meat and describing it as cute.
A little bit irregular size. I'm not really a fan of that, but you know, we'll roll with it. Yeah. So then basically, my next steps are, well, first of all, I'll get my wife to come over here and do sous chef. And then, you know, sear it and let it go. That's all there is to it. All right, so over here we're having some creative debate, and this is not a woman-man thing. This is not a woman-man thing, but I am the chef today, so I really do get to call the shots. And right now,
Angelica will not get my help.
Angelica right now will not let me add any rosemary, not even a little bit. I recognize that it's strong, but it mixes very well on these sorts of things.
No.
Explain your position on rosemary. Come over here, you're on film.
Does not go well with the wine. It's a wine sauce. Rosemary is really strong.
I'm just asking for like a leaf or two, not even like a whole sprig of it. And she's over here giving me this. Maybe I'll obey. I do need help with a sous chef today. All right, so this recipe actually calls for like only like 5 ounces of what some French term called lardons. I don't know. How small should I cut this?
Yeah.
Anyway, since you can't find this shit, lardons, you can move that. Thanks. We use bacon, and so I'm using, this is clearly not 5 ounces. This is about a pound. I just weighed it out on my scale. Lardon or, you know, it's just a fat element.
Yeah, so pancetta or bacon.
Pancetta, some shit that I don't even know what that is either. Again, some French bullshit. I mean, it's good. Hey, babe, should I cut it like a half one more time like this?
Yeah.
Again, I'm working with a frozen bacon because that's all I got. And you might have noticed, this is the Asian cleaver. This is the Asian cleaver. Minley gave it to me, and in this house, it's the Asian cleaver. It's a great tool for things like this. I mean, it really is. I never would have thought myself of a cleaver man, but you know, it is. And you know what? Angelica just made me a little herb packet for later. She's already beginning her sous chef duties. And you know what? She added some rosemary. I didn't even know we had that shit right here. We got rosemary right there. So that's pretty cool. Just rosemary, thyme, bay leaves. That's the only herbs I guess we're gonna add to this.
Well, that's what the recipe says.
And so right now she's getting the
I'm gonna clean
she's
cast iron.
cleaning my cast iron. About to get that Dutch oven ready to roll because this thing's gonna go in the Dutch oven. And then get this meat seared, get this bacon rendered down, and then rock and roll, baby. Gonna have ourselves a badass Sunday lunch, or I guess dinner, not lunch. Okay, so Angelica just convinced me to add about another 8 ounces of bacon here. So I'm about to add actually like roughly, almost, you know, a pound and 8 ounces, pound and a half here. Which sounds like a lot, but I forgot that the way this dish works is we're actually just using the fat from the bacon. Like the bacon does not get cooked in the slow cook. It gets added, it gets sprinkled to the end on top of your food. And since deer meat doesn't have any fat at all, we need all the fat we can get here. Otherwise, it's gonna dry that shit out. It's crazy how in stew meats, sometimes it gets dried out. I don't understand how that works, but you know, I'm gonna sear the fuck out of this deer meat next. I'm gonna sear the fuck out of it. And it's almost time to switch to beers. I'm gonna drink this coffee here out of my stolen Waffle House mug. It's a great, one of my favorite mugs now. I got 2 of them, both stolen, obviously.
It is not a great mug.
Oh, and
They're
here's
shitty and small.
they're not shitty.
Yes, they are. Look, we're gonna compare. See this little thing? That's it. Now look at a normal cup.
Goddamn it, baby Leo, no. Oh, we also have baby Leo here, getting into the glassware.
See? Look at the difference. This is a Yellowstone cup. See?
They look about the same in that video.
It's not that great of a
You didn't
cup.
do. It's a great cup.
Here's.
All right, so here we got my onions ready, my garlic's ready. I'm gonna sear the shit out of this stuff with butter. Got some tomato paste ready for later. But then I learned that this household operates with no flour.
Because we use Bisquick.
Who uses Bisquick in place of flour? And this is very new.
I use it.
Anyway, needless to say,
And it works perfectly fine.
I'm disappointed in my
And
wife's.
somebody that doesn't have an open mind about it is throwing a little fit about it.
I am throwing a little fit about it. I look up here. There's no flour. But anyway, other than that, we got our Dutch oven ready to roll. It's about to accept some bacon, and we got the cast iron clean. As you can see, it's perfectly seasoned and beautiful. And that's getting ready to sear the shit out of some meat. And I think it's beer time, even though it's only 10:30 a.m.
It's not beer time. It's Sunday. You can't drink until 12.
You can't.
It's a Texas law, okay?
I think
Take it up with the governor or whatever.
she misinterprets the laws here.
Whatever.
All right. Just hot.
It's on.
Oh, it's on.
It's on.
How
Look
is
at
it?
the husband pouring wine for the wife.
So, right now, I'm about to sear the fuck out this meat. As you can see, my cast iron is fucking ready. Come over here and show the bacon, babe. Why are you in the dark over there? Yeah, so I'm gonna use butter because,
Let me get on the other side. Come on, Lou. Out of the way.
yeah.
Sorry. Moving everywhere.
Where's your fucking rag now? I gotta be faster. So I'm gonna do small batches of meat because it's just, you get such a better sear. That'll work. Get a little bit of butter on it. Let it sear. Meanwhile, I gotta get back to stirring my bacon. Come throw the bacon again, babe.
I'm trying it.
You can see it from way over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bacon gives all the grease, and I need all the fat that I can get for this meal here. So, I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
All right, so a little bit of progress here. My first searing batch was a little bit too big. I started searing them in much smaller batches, and they're coming out much better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not trying to cook the shit. I'm just trying to get it nice and seared. And you know, it's gonna be in this oven for a long time. At a low temperature, it's gonna cook down and be very tender. And we removed the bacon already. And now I'm just making my onions ready. And this is an excessive quantity of bacon grease. We're gonna try that here. But you know what? Like I said, like I mentioned many times, deer meat has like literally 0 fat. So I think it's gonna cook down just fine. And yeah. Almost getting to the time where you just set the shit and forget it. I forgot to fucking flip my meat while I was over here talking. Yeah. All right, so now we add the wine here. I got my sous chef on it. Just add that whole bottle of it.
Yeah, I rather cook with like a $10 bottle wine. I know some people go cheaper, but since this is like the key to this dish, I'd rather spend a little more money on the wine.
Yeah, stir that shit up. You got that lid for that Dutch oven somewhere?
Put it there.
Yeah, stir it up nicely. Go ahead and put that herb packet you're holding in there too. Let me get the lid for this shit. And yeah.
We could put more of it.
And so that bacon that was in there earlier, that's for later.
Yeah.
You put that shit on top. I put the whole bottle in there.
This whole one?
No. You put more, see?
I just want to make sure it's covered because deer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, deer does not like drop its own liquid out. Like you really have to make sure it's covered. And the wine's gonna start to reduce as it cooks anyway. So it kind of like the liquid level will go down naturally.
Make sure when you stir, you scrape the bottom.
Yeah, scrape that shit out the bottom.
Because it sticks sometimes, and it's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
God, this house is hot. The oven and this stove is like...
It's from searing that meat. Makes a person hot.
Yeah.
All right, put the lid on it and put it in the oven. Let me look at it real quick. I like that color it makes. And it makes an even sexier color as it cooks.
Make sure that baby doesn't come this way. Oh God, it's heavy.
I got my oven set for 250. Maybe I should do it a little bit higher, but not hell with it. Slower the better on this.
Okay.
So, okay, that's really all there is to it. A little bit of work, but not too much.
Send me that video. I need to.
Which one? You want to see the whole video series?
Yes.
So that way we can instruct ourselves for next time, because sometimes whenever you cook on a Sunday, you get drunk and you can't remember exactly what you did. And it just happens. So right now,
We're gonna check the meat.
stir it. Get something to stir it with. We're gonna stir it for the first
Hold
time.
on. I can't just stick my arm in there.
This is my neighbor Bill and Shannon Muston. This is gonna be deer meat.
Oh, the deer meat?
So
Yeah.
we're
So it's-
making beef. Well, it's supposed to be beef bourguignon.
Stir that shit up good.
Oh, it smells so good.
It smells fucking great.
That one pathetic piece of meat that's so big.
Stir it. Don't be judging individual pieces of meat.
I
Just stir that
can't
shit.
help it. It's like
All right,
glaring.
cover it up. That's okay. I'm okay with it as long as my meat comes out good. Now we all know if you're looking, you ain't cooking, but I had to see it.
So it's deer
You
bourguignon?
ain't looking, you
Yeah,
ain't
deer
cooking.
bourguignon.
That's cool.
How many y'all think?
That taco actually pacified me.
My taco sauce.
All right, you filming it yet?
Yeah.
So we're about to see if it's done yet or not. Ah. Oh fuck! It's hot in here. Some fucking motherfucker! I just burned myself. Some fucking French deer. Actually, it looks fucking really good. What is this? Give me that piece.
Okay, you see that, Chris.
I don't know. I'm a fucking idiot. want to try this piece right here and see if it's done.
You want Shannon to try.
Oh,
What the hell?
Shannon, you can have this piece to try.
No, that's the floor piece.
Nice.
The whole piece. Anyway, this is a French deer.
It probably tastes the same. Your floor looks pretty clean.
It's very clean. Yeah. Let's just see if it's done yet. I think it's good.
All right, you good?
Yeah.
All right. It's not crawling off the plate.
It came out a little bit. It came out pretty good. Oh, we didn't even like sample it, but I guess I got some nipple shots in there because Shannon fucking filmed my nipples. It came out pretty good, but I think we need to give it like at least another hour here. Or maybe I'm trying to heat it just a little bit. You know.
And also the mushrooms.
And yeah, we're getting drunk on a Sunday.
Like toppings.
When you slow cook food,
I will eat
there's
pretty
no other
much.
way around it. Sometimes motherfuckers get drunk. You should know that.
Where are these videos going?
They're going.
Oh, you need to share that link.
Yeah, it's going to Samwise, so this is where the videos are going. So right now, Sam, yeah, we're getting a little drunk. Well, at least I am. I don't know about everybody else. I don't know about Mustin.
I don't get drunk. I just get throwed.
I don't even know what he said right now. So, we're about to make these mushrooms. This is kind of like the final step in this process. Angelica already turned it off. She already fed some of that wine meat to the baby. And the baby liked it, so I think it's good.
So normally it's cremini mushrooms,
Here.
but I used a assortment of mushrooms.
Assortment of mushrooms.
Wait, no, it needs to be chopped up.
Chop it.
A little bit. Those oyster mushrooms are too big.
All right.
Hold on, let me chop.
I'm gonna go chopper style on this shit, and I'll get right back to you.
I'll chop it.
Nobody eats in this house for free. I'm making this motherfucker my guest over here. Fucking chop this shit. He's gonna chop his own fingers off if he's not careful. He's like moving the cutting board around. Fuck it. Sometimes on Sunday, that's the way you cook, man. You don't fuck around. You don't fuck around with this shit.
You're gay. You're talking to the internet.
I'm talking to the internet. And I guess that makes me gay.
No, not really.
So, Mustin was over here cutting mushrooms. And for sure he cut himself. Let me see your hand. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. So we got the sous chef back on this shit.
Not really any worse than I usually bleed from biting my fingernails.
Anyway, we're pleased that he cut himself in my home.
No, we're not, please.
It'll have extra flavor.
I'm pleased.
Is this your beer?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. No, this is mine over here. Oh, this is mine. This is my beer.
Okay.
Updates to come, baby. It's about to get plated.
Small because
All right, so right now we're sauteing the fuck out these mushrooms. My neighbor Bill, he just randomly popped. He just like walked through my door.
You're about to be famous.
Didn't even knock. Didn't even knock or anything. You know what?
Yeah, I did. I knocked twice.
Nobody heard
I'm
that.
not famous, I'm infamous. That's different.
And that's the way we do it over here. Fucking nobody. I don't even give a fuck. Good times. All right. So now it's done. Got this beautiful. Oh man, that's such a beautiful deer.
okay, big rice or something.
Put some rice down there.
What we eat, because I gotta finish watching my movie. We've been watching Venom.
The first one?
Venom, yes.
That was a good movie.
There you go.
That was a good movie.
Then move it down. Move it down.
Well, I'm gonna make this one. For
You like mushrooms?
Would you like mushrooms?
I love mushrooms. There's nothing wrong with them. What are you doing? You gonna put something on your Facebook or something?
No. My friend is.
Here, Bill. You
Sometimes
can use,
we just get drunk.
grab a little.
Put some of that bacon on there, Bill.
Okay, well, I don't want to touch the bacon, so.
Touch it. What kind of people do you think we are?
Wait, here,
I
Bill.
don't know,
Let
but
me get you a spoon.
this spoon sucks.
It's easy with your hands.
Take care of that large.
Put it up there.
There you go.
Oh wait, is it meat or is it the? It might be the little.
Oh yeah.
Like a neck or something?
And that's the way you make deer bourguignon. Look at that shit. Look at that shit.
Yep. Instead of me.
Sometimes you just get drunk on a Sunday and make some slow cooked meals, and some people come over.
Yes.
Then you gotta figure out
Right here.
who's putting out the silverware. On me over here.
That's right. It's time to eat, baby. It's time to eat. Time to come get you some. Time to come get you some.
Grab as much as
Angelica and I over here congratulating each other because it came out fucking great. Great teamwork.
And now I go to sleep.
Gonna get some of my cheeks, chef.